Good morning, my melanin beauties. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I just kind of wanted to talk about some things that I do to maintain my confidence. I believe that in order to build your confidence, you have to do things that you enjoy. You have to keep the promises that you make to yourself, and you have to consistently remind yourself how amazing you are. Like, these are non-negotiables, okay? And then once you do become confident, once you've found your self-love and you are just so comfortable in your own skin, you have to maintain it, because if you don't, you can fall back into insecurities. So things that I do to maintain my confidence: number one is I always make sure I put myself together every single day, okay? I do not allow myself the excuse of, oh, I'm too busy, or oh, I'm too tired, or it's going to take too long, or I'm just going around the corner. Absolutely not, okay? Because when I look good, I feel good, and that's a non-negotiable for my life. I want to make sure that I feel my best every single day. And I am a makeup girly, okay? I love doing my makeup. I love, putting on a lip. I love doing my blush. I love getting my lashes done. Like, those are things that I love for myself, and it makes me feel really good. So I always make sure that every single day I get up and I put myself together. And it really does not take as long as people try to make it seem. I have my makeup done within 10 minutes, okay? Now, granted, I have been doing my makeup for a very long time, so I am relatively quick with it. But even when I was first starting out, the most it would take me was like 20 to 30 minutes, okay? And that's not that much time, because think about it. How many minutes per day are you scrolling on social? Clock it. How many minutes per day are you scrolling TikTok reels, Instagram reels, archiving posts? How many minutes a day do you spend having conversations with people that has absolutely nothing to do with anything? It's not about making no money. It's not about starting no business. It's not about getting in shape. It's literally just like celebrity drama, like nothing that's enhancing your life. So I cannot stand when people act like they don't have time to do small things. I'm telling you, it's the little things that go a long way. And if you don't know how to do your makeup, you could easily go to like Ulta or Sephora. They have MUAs in there. I think you have to make like an appointment, but you can go in there and they'll show you like what shades to use for your skin, how to blend, how to choose lip colors and stuff. Now, I don't do all of the extra stuff, okay? I'm very basic. I do a tinted moisturizer. I do concealer under my eye. I don't really do my eyebrows. I just kind of line up the bottom brow. And then I'll do my blush. I'll do my eyeliner. I'll put on a lip, and I'm done. I don't do any contouring. I don't do any highlighting. I do want to get into eyeshadow, but I haven't gotten there yet. So my look, my everyday look, takes me all of 10 minutes. So invest the time. If you want to get into doing your makeup, invest the time in learning how to do it and then committing to getting it done. And I promise you, the more you do it, the faster it's going to move, okay? And it's not going to take you 2 and 5 hours to do your makeup. Like, it's really not, okay? So that's number one. That's the first thing that I do every single day, just to make myself feel good. Because when you feel good, you look good. The second thing that I do to maintain my confidence is I make sure that every single day I am active, okay? I used to be the biggest couch potato ever, but I've lost 100 pounds and I feel so good in my new body. I've kept the weight off now for 3 years, okay? So your girl's looking good. And I love the way I feel about myself now that I'm smaller, I'm healthier, my knees don't hurt like they used to. And if you didn't know, I did used to play basketball. I played college basketball. I am 6'3". I'm a very tall girl. And I did have 2 knee surgeries on my left knee. And when I put on all that weight after college, my knees used to hurt so bad. Oh my God. And it was the weight, like, because I was too big for my body. Like, I had to get the weight off. I had to get it off, right? So I lost the weight. I started weightlifting. I love being in the gym. And because that makes me feel good, not just like the way my new physique looks, but like it makes me feel good about myself internally. Like going to the gym, I like to weight lift. That's my thing, lifting heavy stuff. And then like how amazing I feel after. Like after I do a set of something really hard, really heavy, like I feel amazing. I'm like, yeah, I lifted that. I did that shit. I did that, right? So I always make sure I stay active. What I've been doing the past 6 months, you guys, I have been walking. If you do not walk, girl, what are you doing? Get your ass up and go get your steps in. Go get your steps in. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You could be listening to these videos while you're walking. It's something about walking outside for me. And yes, it is cold, okay? Your girl be cold, but I still get my walk in because it just feels so good. But it's something about walking, especially when you can do it outside, weather permitting. It is the most peaceful experience. Like I'll listen to some music, I might listen to a YouTube video, and I get my steps in. I make sure I get my steps in. Like you have to start putting yourself first. That was one of the biggest lessons I learned on like my healing journey. And I started really locking in on my mental health when I turned 30. I started going to counseling and stuff like that and healing my traumas. And what I want you to understand is we have to make sure that we are doing things for ourselves throughout the day that make us happy and that make us feel good. When I reflect back, when I did used to be insecure and when I wasn't too happy with my life, and I used to be really depressed and I used to have anxiety and stuff. When I reflect back on those days, there was nothing in my day that I was looking forward to. Like I didn't have any hobbies back then in my 20s. Like after I graduated college, I didn't play basketball anymore. I didn't have any interests. I was working a job that I hated. And so like my day, like every day was miserable. I was miserable at work. Then I would come home and I only have a few hours to kind of like lounge around. And then it's time to go to bed and do it again the next day. So like nothing in my day was exciting. And like on the weekends, I'm an introverted person anyways. I've always been that way. So I never really had a lot of friends. So it's not like I was always out and about, going to this festival, that festival. I would sit in the house. I would just sit in the house. Like I would literally Saturday and Sunday just kind of sit in the house. I might go to a restaurant, eat by myself or whatever. And that was it. Like I didn't have anything going on. I wasn't in school. I wasn't working on my business back then. I wasn't on a weight loss journey. I wasn't doing anything. Like I was just there, right? And that's depressing. So it makes sense as to why I would be depressed because I had nothing going on. And so now I structure my day around things that I truly enjoy, like things that make me happy, things that motivate me and excite me. Now, like when I wake up, I'm ready to start my day because I know I'm going to lift. I know I'm going to go on my walks. I know I'm going to work on my business. I'm going to create content. I know I'm going to do my makeup. That's fun for me. Like those are things that I enjoy doing. So now like my day is full of things that I like. And so you start to feel good about yourself. You start to have this positive energy within you because now your day is literally structured around things that make you happy. And I try different things. Like right now, I do latch hooking. I used to do that when I was a child, but I gave it up. You know, as you get older, you just kind of let things go. And I started doing that again the past 2 months. It's so meditative. It's so peaceful. I'll attach a picture so you guys can see. And these are things that just add peace to my life. These are things that allow me to just be peaceful and feel good. And when you finish something artsy, you kind of feel proud. Like, look at what I made. Like, yeah, I did that. It puts a smile on my face. So those are some things that I do to maintain my confidence. Something else, this is a big one. This is a big one. I removed toxic people from my life. Okay? You cannot be a confident woman if you're around people who make you feel insecure, who make you feel less than, who don't value you, who disrespect you. What are we doing? People who take from you and don't give back. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is why I stress the importance of working on your mental health. And a lot of times we have ego, and a lot of times our ego is super inflated, and we feel like we don't need counseling. We feel like we can fix our problems on our own. We feel like we don't have a problem. But that's not true. That's not true. You can't fix your problems on your own. There is nothing wrong with sitting down and talking to somebody and getting a different perspective other than your own. When you work on your mental health and you actually do the work, like you don't just sit there for an hour and then after you leave, like you don't talk about nothing, you don't do nothing that they talked about. But like when you actually do the work on yourself, you start to develop self-respect. And when you have self-respect, you stop tolerating bullshit. Like when I reflect back to the toxic friendships I had in my past or the toxic relationships I was in, it was because I did not have self-respect at all. At all. And in my 20s, I was the most insecure. Okay. We've talked about like things that I was battling with, like with my security or my lack of confidence, my insecurities. I didn't have self-respect. Like the way I used to talk to myself was absolutely ridiculous. I used to call myself ugly. I used to call myself fat. Like I used to say all these negative, nasty things to myself. And so it made sense as to why I had people in my life who also treated me like that, because look at how I treated myself. It's not funny, but what I'm just like trying to get you guys to see, like how you treat yourself determines how you allow others to treat you. Okay. And so when you start to have self-respect, and you start to feel good about yourself, I kid you not, you become a repellent to toxic people. You start to stand up for yourself when people want to talk to you sideways. You start to cut people off and not feel bad about it when they're not reciprocating the energy, right? But that's because now you have self-respect, which is something you might not have had before. And when you remove those toxic people, it's like the sun rises in your life. It's like whatever dark cloud you felt was following you around, it disappears. It literally disappears. The sun comes out in your world and you start to feel so amazing about yourself because now you don't have people around you trying to make you feel like you're not shit, because now you know you're the shit. Okay. We got to work on our mental health. Like that's a non-negotiable. That is a non-negotiable. You watching YouTube videos is cool, but you gotta get into some counseling. Like you have to. And a lot of times, at least for myself, at least, I didn't realize the things that I was struggling with back then that stemmed from childhood. Like I had abandonment issues. I wasn't raised with my father. I never saw my father. I didn't realize like a lot of those things was why I was acting the way I was acting, and, you know, allowing the chaos in my life in my 20s. Like, because I had daddy issues, I would always try to get in relationships with men who were emotionally unavailable because I felt like love had to be earned, because that's literally what I was trying to do when I was younger. Like I remember trying to call my dad and he wouldn't call me back, or if he did call me back, like it was just like awkward. Like it's like he wasn't trying too hard. And I would carry that. I carried that into the relationships I had with men that were toxic. So the only reason I realized that that's what I was doing was because I went to counseling and I worked on myself. I want you guys to understand, and this is something that took me a long time to understand too. People can feel energy, okay? Just like you can feel energy, other people can feel energy. Now, whether you choose to listen to the energy is another story for another day, but we can feel it. People know when you don't think highly of yourself. I know, okay? I only need about 5 to 10 minutes tops of listening to someone to know whether or not they're confident in themselves. They tell on themselves based off of the jokes that they make, the things that they say, and what they're talking about. People can feel it. People can hear it, believe it or not, okay? And when you are insecure, an emotionally intelligent person, I should say, can feel it. They can tell. And unfortunately, there are people in this world who will capitalize on that opportunity of knowing that you're insecure, and they will try to take from you. They will try to see how far they can get with you. They'll try it. That took me a long time to understand, because I don't treat people like that. So I would project my thoughts like, well, why would someone want to take advantage of me? Because I wouldn't do that. That's a projection. Just because that's not something you would do does not mean that's not something someone else would do. And you can act confident all you want, but an emotionally intelligent person can pick up on it, and they will test you. They will test you. They will see what they can get away with. They will see how far they can push you. They will see how much they can get out of you. And when you do not respect yourself, you're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. You're going to give them chance after chance. I can't make this up. Because you have no self-respect. Because you won't go to counseling. Because you think you know it all and you don't need fixing. When I cut those type of people out of my life improved times 1,000. I stopped feeling bad about myself. I stopped feeling like I wasn't quote unquote chosen. I stopped feeling like I wasn't good enough for people. It was a complete 180, all because I developed the self-respect I needed to slice and dice people, okay? And you have to work on this. It's a gradual thing. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, yes. But I'm telling you, the quality of life once you do those things, man, I wish I was making content before I went on my transformation. I didn't start making content till I was 30. I've been a content creator now for 6 years, full time. And I wish I was making content before I was leveled up, because I just wish that I could show you guys, I wish I had videos, just talking about, showing you guys the things I used to say. The things I used to say to myself was just ridiculous, shaking my head. I'm not embarrassed. I'm just kind of sometimes I feel sad for who I used to be, the woman I used to be. I feel sad for her. Oh, she really was lost. She really thought she had to perform for love. She really thought she had to earn friendships. She really was lonely because she didn't know how to find fulfillment within herself. She really, would give people the benefit of the doubt because she really wanted friends. I would reflect on that and be so sad for my younger self, and just the things I used to tolerate and the things I used to say, because I just wasn't healed. And now that I am healed and I'm a totally different woman now, I would never tolerate the things I used to tolerate. The red flags were always there, but because I felt like I had to earn love or I had to earn friendships, I would let things slide. Because I didn't see value in myself, I allowed others to treat me invaluable, right? And it was just because I wasn't healed. I didn't know that I wasn't healed. I don't think people are oh yeah, I know I'm not healed. Most people don't even realize that they're struggling with stuff, because a lot of people are not self-aware. So you may not even know why you tolerate the things that you tolerate. You might think it's normal. Maybe that's what you saw growing up, right? But it's not normal. And when you remove those things out of your life, your life just becomes so much more peaceful. You become so happy. You truly love yourself, and it radiates through you. And you're going to literally attract a whole new set of people, a whole different type of group of friends who know how to support you, who know how to show up for you, who know how to give to you like how you give to others. They know how to meet you halfway. It's night and day. Once you let go of the chaos, you walk into peace. And then, like, your world just becomes so full of things that make you happy. And I know, like, to some, it could sound cliche, it might sound unbelievable, but I am telling you, it's true. It is true. So these are some of the things that I do to maintain my confidence, to make sure that I'm always feeling my best. Because when you feel good, you do good. And now looking at my life and the life that I live, like, I'm just so proud of myself for everything that I've accomplished so far, all because every single day I decide to choose myself. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.